Here we go. So I wanted to work on a sense of grounding because I think all of us are picking up to some extent, how can we not, on a sense of the fear and chaos which is going on in the external world. And I think, you know, if we have ME or long COVID, we tend to be extra sensitive to those kinds of energies. There is a theory, or I don't even like to say theory, but you know, yogic philosophy says that what's going on outside is reflected in us. And when we can do our inner work, then that's actually helping the external world. And we can think of the external world as being like a field of which we are part of. So however we are is going to affect the whole of the field. So this is why the first part of the session, I want to work on grounding. And then later on, we're going to work on a lovely deep relaxation followed by a peace meditation. And certainly the peace meditation is for the world and the Middle East, but it's also for you. It's for all of us to help us to become more peaceful too. So if you are picking up on this kind of chaos that's going on, I mean, it really doesn't need me to say it's probably an idea to not look at the news as much as possible, to try and keep your own vibration high, guard your mental health as something which is precious. And that doesn't mean completely bypassing what's happening, but that does mean doing our best to remain, I don't like to use the word positive, but to remain kind of in the light, if you like, and to not look too much at things which are dark or that make us fearful. So fear is very much associated with Muladhara chakra. This is the chakra at the base of the spine. So energetically, that's what we are working on this morning. So the aim of the practice this morning is to soothe our nervous system so that we're actually changing our response to what is happening. And therefore, it's not impacting on our symptoms so much, because when we're anxious and fearful, that has an impact, of course, on our symptoms. So come to a comfortable sitting position, and we're going to start with the eyes open. And as I already explained, if you need to lie, that's okay. And we're actually going to start by working with the senses. So keep your eyes open for now. And just look around your space. This is to help you to come into the body and to be more here in the present moment. And just observe 5 things you can see in your space. And then think about 4 things you can touch. So you actually might like to touch the clothing, your skin, the floor, the chair. Just physically use the sense of touch. Now, at this point, you might like to close your eyes, but you don't have to. And then become aware of 3 things that you can hear. Maybe you can't hear 3 things. Maybe it's quiet where you are. Maybe you can hear your breath. Just tune into that sense of hearing. And then observe, become aware if you can smell anything. If you can't, that's fine. And then finally, can you taste anything? And as I said, if you can close your eyes and you're comfortable to do so, please do. And just take a moment now to make a connection, a friendly connection with your body, if you're comfortable to do that. So invite yourself to calm into your body and just check around your whole being and see if you can do this with a sense of kindness. So you're asking, how am I now? How's my mind? My breath, if you're okay to follow the breath. How's my physical being? How are my emotions? How's my energy? And see if you can make that sense of observation without any judgment. So if you can, you're bringing a sense of compassion to how you are in this moment. And if compassion's too much to ask, at least a sense of acceptance. So you're not resisting your current experience, even if there's pain or fatigue. You're just allowing it to be, just for now. And then start to observe the places where you are making contact with your support. So for example, if you're sitting, just feel the floor under your feet, feel the chair under your bottom, behind your back. If you're lying, just feel the support, whatever it is you're lying on. Feel the places where you're touching. And just have a sense of support, of being held. So when we work with the root chakra, it's very much about this idea of being held by the earth. I am here, I am safe, I am supported, I am nourished. And then you can do this from lying as well, but from sitting, we're just gently going to rock from side to side, because rocking is a fabulous movement to help to soothe the central nervous system. And you can experiment with this. So you can rock slowly, you can rock a little faster, you can make your movements large, you can make them small. And of course, as always, there's a choice. If you don't want to rock, you don't have to. So that was something I forgot to say at the beginning of the practice. But those of you who are familiar with the way I work, please remember, everything is up to you. It's always a choice. So I'm not giving you instructions. I'm just guiding you. And you choose what you want to follow or not. And then come back to the center. And then we're going to do a lovely breathing movement called the cuddle breath. So take your hands together at the heart center. And we're going to breathe in, opening the arms wide. And as we exhale, we're going to cross the arms over the chest and give ourselves a hug. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. And then we can do that 3 or 4 times. If you feel that's right for you, you can maybe cross it the other way around. But just working with the breath, so we're inhaling to open, exhaling as we close. So just do that a few times in your own breathing rhythm. And then we're just going to stroke firmly down the arms, opposite hand to opposite arm. Just give your arms a few firm strokes. And then crossing your hands over again, we're just going to tap gently on our collarbones. Again, this is a wonderful movement for helping to calm down the nervous system. So just tapping on those collarbones, resting out when you want to. And then relaxing the hands on the knees. We're going to do a little bit of breathing now. Please remember that if breathing makes you feel anxious, it does for some people with long COVID, then just follow the movements of the belly or the movements in the body. And also, we are aiming to breathe from the diaphragm through the nose. But if you've got breathing difficulties, that might be too much for you. So never force anything, never make it ragged. I'm just giving you options so you do what you can. But the breath we're going to work with this morning is really good. Again, it's fantastic for calming down the stress response. So we're just going to start by reminding ourselves where the breath should be, if possible, not that there's any shoulds to this. So take one hand and place it on the heart and the other on the belly. And if you can, actually, no, we're just going to observe the breath for a few breaths, so not making any changes. And always remember, we're doing this without any sense of judgment. It's more a sense of curiosity. So now think of the breath being slow and low. So you want the hand on the belly to be moving slightly. The hand on the heart is relatively still. If you're able to, breathe through the nose. And then I'm going to teach you the coherent breath. So in yoga, we call this samana, which means equal inhalation and equal exhalation. I just want to share with you that the science is showing that if we can breathe coherently, it really has an amazing impact on calming our system down and regulating the nervous system. So the full coherent breath would be to inhale for 5 or 6 and exhale for 5 or 6. For most of you, that's probably too much. So just start by inhaling for a count of maybe 3 and exhaling for a count of 3. Don't force anything, don't push, but use a count that works for you. So don't get frustrated and think, oh, why is my breath not deeper? Why can I not hold a count? Count for more. It's really fine. This is something we're working towards. So just take a few breaths like this, breathing in. So what we're aiming for is an equal inhalation and an equal exhalation. And what we're going to do for the next 5 breaths now is we're going to hum the breath out. So leave the counting. We're going to take a 3 in breath, and then we're going to hum the breath out. Up to 5 times, always remembering it's optional. And I've explained before, this greatly helps increase our nitric oxide levels, which really help to dilate blood vessels, helping uptake of oxygen to the cell. So and helping, it's antiviral as well. So this is one to practice when you're not in your yoga session as well. When you're ready, you can drop the hands to the knees and just take a moment or two again to tune in, asking the question, how am I? And you might like to drop a reflective question in, which is, what do I need? So this isn't a question that needs an answer. This is just tuning your awareness into your own needs. Maybe you need to rest out now. Maybe you need to come to the floor. Just listen to the body, honoring what your body is asking of you. And from here, I'd like you to observe, if you're still sitting, although you can do this from lying too, observe your feet. So feel that connection of your feet on the floor, just observing the texture under your feet, the temperature, any sensations, any vibration. And now bring your awareness to your bottom and observe the sensation under your hips? Is it soft or hard? Can you feel your clothing? Is there a sense of coolness or warmth? Any tingling or vibration? If you're lying, you might like to feel the weight of your head. And now I'd like you to choose one of these points, either the feet or the hips, and bring all your awareness and focus there, and just feel that on every exhalation, you're releasing down through that point of focus that you've chosen. And again, just draw your awareness into your body, feeling that you're very present in your body, that you're here in this moment. And then when you're ready, if you would like, you can come down to lying. So if you want to remain seated, that's fine. And as always, there's a choice of how to lie. So I'm going to direct you as if you're lying on your back. But if you have difficulty with your breath and you'd rather lie on your front, or you are more comfortable on your side, that's also an option. And as always, although most of us would be lying on the floor, there's always an option to lie on a sofa or a bed. If you're lying on the floor, start with your knees bent, and it's a good idea to have something under your head. Remember, you don't need to keep looking at the screen. You can work by just listening to me with the eyes closed. Just become aware of the weight of your body on the floor. So the arms are a comfortable distance away from the body. The knees are bent, feet connected to your support. Back of the neck is long. And just feel through the weight either side of the spine, the weight of the buttocks and of the shoulders, and the weight of the head. Bring your awareness to your tailbone, Muladhara chakra, and I'd like you to imagine that you've got roots coming down from the tailbone, going down, down, down into the earth. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in nourishment up this taproot into the base of the spine. As you breathe out, you send this nourishment out to anywhere you feel you need it in the body today. So inhale nourishment from the earth. Exhale, sending that nourishment around the body. And then releasing the visualization, you might like to start stretching out the legs, providing you don't have back problems. And just focus for a moment or two on a smooth exhalation. So inhale is free. Just bring your awareness to your out breath. And then we're going to do some gentle movement. So if it's comfortable for you, I'd like you to lie on your left side. I'm saying left, it doesn't really matter, but it just is easier when I'm directing you if we're all on the same side. I always get my left and right muddled, but I'm on my left side now. So I am going to be on the screen if you do need to look up. Hopefully my instructions are enough. So from the left side, you're going to bend the knees slightly and have the arms out in front of you at shoulder level. So I've got my left arm out, and then on top of the left palm is the right hand. If you're not sure, just check on your screen. So this is the starting position, and you can have something under your head or not, up to you. Now become aware of that top palm, the right palm. What we're going to do is we're very slowly going to glide the top palm along the inner left arm. Slowly, 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 working up towards the armpit. And then stroking along the chest. And as we do this, we start to roll onto our back, although our knees are still pointed to the left. We roll onto our back, and then we open the left arm out, the right arm out to the right side. So the lower part of my body is in a twist, and the upper part is on the back. Take a few breaths here. Look at the screen if you're not sure. And then we're going to connect that right palm with the chest. Slowly, slowly, we're going to stroke along the chest towards the left armpit. So we're rolling onto the side again. And then slowly we're stroking down that left inner arm, bringing the palms together. Now you can either rest like this, or you can take that top palm just slightly, a little bit further, so the base of the right palm is level with the left fingers, and you roll onto your forehead. So if you're not sure, again, you might like to look up, but this is a very nourishing way to rest. And then bring the palms together, come back onto the left side. And now we're going to take this right palm, we're going to place it in front of the belly, that level with the belly button. And with the left hand, we're going to cradle the side of the head in the left hand. So again, a very nurturing, nourishing hold. And then if you like, I'm going to press hard on the right hand, and we're going to rock ourselves. And as we did from sitting, you can experiment rocking fast or slow, big or small movements. And of course, you don't have to rock. You will find it very soothing. Just spend a few minutes rocking, taking as much time as you need. And then when you're ready, roll onto your back and just rest in any way that is comfortable for you. Feeling the connection of your body with your support, feeling that you are held and nourished by the earth. We're going to take that to the other side now. So when you're ready, roll onto your right side. Knees are slightly bent, arms are out in front of you, shoulder level. This time, the left palm is on top of the right. When you're ready, we're very slowly going to stroke the left palm along the inner right arm, feeling the fingers glide along that inner arm. It comes up to the armpits. Slowly, slowly along the chest as we slowly roll onto our backs. And then that left arm comes out to the side. So again, we're on our backs. We're twisting with the lower body to the right, but the upper body is on the back. Take a few resting breaths here in this position. Feel the connection of your body with the earth. And then when you're ready, bend that left elbow, taking the palm of the hand onto the chest. Very, very slowly, we're stroking along the chest to the armpit, rolling onto that right side again as we stroke down the inner arm and bringing the palms together. And you can either rest here or you can stretch the top palm out a little further and roll onto your forehead. So you just decide what feels most comfortable for you. Bring the palms back together if they're not together. And then cradling the side of your hand with your right palm, bring your left palm in front of the belly. And then push on that palm to rock yourself. And then coming back onto your back. I had actually planned a little bit more movement, but we're nearly at past, so we're going to go into our Yoga Nidra, which for some of you are going to feel quite grateful about. So what I'd like you to do now is to please get ready for our 20-minute deep relaxation. So that means finding a place that's comfortable for you, however you like to lie, on your back, on your front side, even in a bed, using covers, cushions under your head, maybe under your knees. And if you've got an eye bag, you might like to use that. So I'm just going to give you a moment or two to get ready. And just to say, we're doing the Yoga Nidra practice now. And then when we finish, we'll be coming into our meditation. And just while you are preparing, just like to say thank you all so much for any donations you've made to the Red Cross or Médecins Sans Frontières or whatever your charity of choice was. I'm going to turn my camera off and I'll turn it on again when we come up for the meditation. So for our Yoga Nidra, I actually thought I'd go back to basics and use a rather lovely practice from the Satyananda Yoga Center. So they were really the first ones who brought Yoga Nidra to the West. And one of the reasons I'm using this is because it will deeply relax you, but it won't let you get too deep. But if you do feel you're going too deep and you're not comfortable with that, just open your eyes and rub your hands together. But just a few things before we start. If you have a sankalpa, which is a positive intention or a focus, please bring that to mind, remembering it should be something positive, which is said in the present moment. And also, while we do the practice, please try not to move, because that will give you a better experience. Obviously, if you're in pain or something, of course you do move, but if you can keep still, try to. And also, if you're disturbed by anything outside your space, just try and allow that as part of your experience. So rather than resisting any disturbance, hopefully that won't happen. But if it does, try not to resist it, just try to allow it to be part of your awareness. So just take some time now to adjust everything, your body position and your clothes, until you're completely comfortable. Close your eyes and keep them closed. Take a deep breath now, and as you breathe out, just feel cares and worries flowing out of you. During Yoga Nidra, you are functioning on the levels of hearing and awareness. And the only thing is to follow my voice. If you lose your awareness or your focus, just come back to the sound of my voice. So don't analyze my instruction. Just follow my voice as I take you around the body, focusing on the body part as I mention it. If thoughts come to disturb you from time to time, don't worry. Just continue with the practice. So bring about a feeling of inner relaxation in the whole body. Concentrate on the body and become aware of complete stillness. Complete stillness and complete awareness of the whole body. Become aware of the fact that you are going to practice Yoga Nidra. At this moment, if you have a resolve, please make one. It should be a short, positive statement in simple language, stated 3 times silently, with awareness, feeling, and emphasis. We now begin rotation of consciousness, rotation of awareness, by taking a trip through the different parts of the body. Repeat the part in your mind and simultaneously become aware of that part of the body. Become aware of the right hand. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand. Become aware of your palm, back of the hand, the wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right waist, right hip, right thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the right foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Become aware of the left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, left waist, left hip, left thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole of the left foot, top of the foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now to the back, right shoulder, left shoulder, right buttock, left buttock, spine, the whole back together. Now top of the head, forehead, both sides of the head, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, space between the eyebrows, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye, left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, the nose, tip of the nose, the upper lip, lower lip, chin, throat, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, the navel, the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, both legs together, the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole of the back, buttocks, spine, shoulder blades, the whole of the front, abdomen, chest, the whole of the back and front together, the whole of the head, the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body on your support. Become aware of your body lying on your support. See your body lying perfectly still on your support in your space. Visualize this image in your mind. Become aware now of your breath. If you're not comfortable following the breath, bring your awareness to the softness of your hands or the movements of your belly. Otherwise, feel the flow of your breath in and out. Don't try to change anything. Your breath is natural and automatic, no effort. Now bring your awareness to the movement of your navel area. Just focus on your navel movements. Your navel is rising and falling slightly with every breath. With each and every breath, it expands and contracts. Concentrate on this movement in synchronization with your breath. Now start counting your breaths or the movements backwards from 27 to 1 like this. 27, navel rising. 27, navel falling. 26, navel rising. 26, navel falling. 25, navel rising. 25, navel falling, and so on. Say the words and numbers mentally to yourself as you count. If you make a mistake or lose count, please go back to 27 and start again. With total awareness that you are counting, go on counting from 27 to 1. Stop your counting. We come now to visualization. A number of different things will be named, and you should try to develop a feeling of them on all levels: vision, awareness, emotion, imagination, as best you can. A burning candle, burning candle, burning candle. Pyramids in the distance, pyramids in the distance, pyramids in the distance. Light summer rain, light summer rain, light summer rain. Snow-capped mountains, snow-capped mountains, snow-capped mountains. Birds flying across a sunrise, birds flying across a sunrise, birds flying across a sunrise. White clouds drifting, white clouds drifting, white clouds drifting. Stars at night, stars at night, stars at night. A new moon on a clear, frosty night. New moon on a clear, frosty night. New moon on a clear, frosty night. An old man walking with a stick. Old man walking with a stick. Old man walking with a stick. Wind from the sea. Wind from the sea. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. The restless sea. Restless sea. Waves breaking on a deserted beach. Now is the time to repeat your resolve. Repeat the same resolve that you made at the beginning of the practice. Don't change it, just repeat the resolve 3 times silently with full awareness and feeling. Relax all efforts. Draw your mind outside and become aware of your breathing. Awareness of the whole body, awareness of your body lying totally relaxed on the floor. Develop awareness of your body from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Become aware of your support and the position of your body lying on your support. With your eyes still closed, visualize the space around you and become aware of your surroundings. Just lie quietly for some time with your eyes closed. So the invitation now is to remain lying and resting for the meditation. Or if you would like to come up to sitting, just move slowly by moving your fingers and your toes, stretching as you need to, rolling to one side and staying there first, just to let your circulation come back, and then coming back into sitting. But you have the choice of meditating from a lying or a sitting position. So you decide which is more appropriate for you. Just give you a moment or two, those of you who are transitioning. So for those of you that are sitting, come to a comfortable seated position, thinking of the head, the neck and spine in line. So the heart is lifted, the ribs are lifted slightly or open, shoulders away from the ears, feet on the floor. And again, this sense of creating space between the crown of the head and the tailbone. And with your eyes closed, just drop your awareness into your heart. If you're not comfortable with silence at any time, just bring your attention back to your safe resource. So that might be the breath, it might be the softness of your hands, or it might be an image of a loved one or a pet. So just have that to mind. And as we are doing the meditation together, we're doing our best to think of peace rather than going into fear or grief. And we do this by bringing peace to ourselves. So I'd just like to start the meditation by quoting Lama Rod Owens. He's a Buddhist teacher who I worked with several years ago. I didn't work with him, I was studying with him. And he talks about our need in life to transcend the pair of opposites. So that means that we're not polarizing or opinionated around any one thing. And of course, in the last 3 years, we've noted that that's been tricky because we're given certain things by the media that wishes to divide us, wishes us to have radical opinions. But the idea is that we allow all opinions without knowing that anything is right, because that helps us to remain more peaceful. So we're going to start the meditation with a reflective question. And the reflective question is, in what way might I be divided? What are my opinions? Can I work towards accepting all points of view? Now, I'm not saying that this is easy, but this is where we start. So yoga philosophy sees us as a collective field, and what we radiate out to this field affects everyone. So it's become doubly important to work on our own inner state. We're actually making a big contribution if we can work on being more peaceful. So as you breathe in a sense of peace to your heart, and see if you can focus on the silence. So inhaling peace, exhale and relax. And if you find breathing in peace difficult, think of a sense of silence that you're breathing into your heart, or you might even like to see this as light. So however it works for you, just bring in a sense of love, peace, silence, light into your heart on the inhalation. If the mind wanders, bring it back to either the idea of breathing in peace or just bringing your awareness to the bubble of silence which is around you and in you. And then we're going to work with an English or an intention in English. So as you inhale, just saying the words to yourself, may I be peaceful. Exhale and relax. May I be peaceful. And then we can change that intention. As we breathe in, we say, may all beings be peaceful. We breathe out and we relax. May all beings be peaceful. So breathing this into our heart center. And then just have a sense of our wider community here on Zoom. So inhale peace to your heart and exhaling out to our community. May you be peaceful. So inhaling peace, then mentally saying, wishing peace to everyone in our community, however you wish to word that. So it might be as words, it might just be as a feeling. And when a number of us come together, it becomes very, very powerful. There are 37 of us here at the moment. So we're now going to send that peace to wherever you feel it is needed in the world. So that might just be to your own community or village or town. It might be to the Middle East, which is in particular need of healing and peace. Or it might be somewhere else like Ukraine or Yemen or wherever you would like to direct it. Or you might have a family member you would like to direct it to. So just bring whoever or whatever it is to mind and have this idea of radiating out your peace to them on the out breath. So you breathe in a sense of peace, and on the out breath, you send this peace out to wherever you would like to send it. And then when you're ready, release the visualization now and take a moment or two just to bring your awareness back into your body, breathing your normal breathing rhythm. Now, those of you that were here for the first part of the practice, we spent quite some time in grounding, which is very important. We've just done a yoga nidra and a meditation, so we need to ground again. Grounding is so important in these times. In fact, my own teacher has given me a grounding practice, which I use every day, just to keep me feeling sane and normal. So just take a moment or two to feel where your hands are touching. Feel the touch of clothes on your body. And if you're sitting, feel your feet on the floor. If you're lying, feel that you have a sense of the earth under you. Have this sense of being held by the floor, the chair, whatever it is supporting you. And take some time just to feel that lovely connection of your feet, your heels if you're lying, with the floor, feeling the weight of your body if you're lying, the weight of your bottom if you're sitting. And on every exhalation, just feel your body getting a little bit heavier and releasing down through those points of contact. And then when you are ready, please open your eyes. You can continue to rest if you would rather do so. And just rub your hands together. Shake out your hands. Look around your space, just to bring you here. And another tip, which is used by my teachers, to actually clap, because that kind of shakes the energy and brings you back to the here and now, which is really important, that we don't go into our heads too much. We keep grounded with this lovely connection of the body. So again, I'd like to thank you very much for being here, and thank you for your donations. And also just to say, I'm not here next week, but I will be sending out a recording on email at the weekend, and I will be back in 2 weeks' time. So wishing you all a very peaceful time ahead as we come into the autumn. Clocks go back on Saturday, so next time I see you will be on GMT, that time of the year. But just to say thank you, and I send you much love. Take care, everybody. Om Shanti. Thank you.